Hello and welcome to Villa Park News, your source for local news exclusively about information related to Villa Park, Illinois. My name is Al Stasch, your reporter. And over the weekend on November 9th to 10th, a snowstorm hit our area, dropping a couple rounds of snow, accumulating enough to make the roads hazardous for driving, and our sidewalks and driveways slippery as well. Please be cautious and use your skills for winter driving and walking outside to stay safe. But there's much more news to cover, so let's start with yesterday morning at about 8 a.m. at the site of the pending Union apartment development on Villa Avenue. That morning, a truck with hole boring equipment arrived to begin work on the current parking area next to the Great Western Trail. What is planned on the site at Villa Avenue and Wildwood is a multi-story apartment building with retail space on the ground level facing Villa Avenue. Over 230 apartments have been described in plans so far, and parking will be made available on site for residents and to the public once the building is completed. This past weekend, there were two noteworthy events that I was able to attend. The first was at Willowbrook High School's Fieldhouse, the 10th annual craft show. More than 180 craft booths were set up with items ranging from kitchen utensils, custom-made piñatas, holiday decorations, jewelry, artwork, and much more. Let's take a look.
I make all of these beautiful piñatas. I make just about anything they ask for.
Oh, so you do custom?
These are all custom, and I can make them any size. So if you want larger or smaller, I can do any size.
Many of these pieces I've done in my art classes for my AP projects, and then I also have some stickers that I designed. This is actually a tanuki. It's like a raccoon dog. They're native to Japan, and I utilized a lot of different cultural elements, Japanese clothing, and then like a Japanese hand fan and some like architecture from like Japanese monuments and stuff.
The building was crowded with potential buyers and craft vendors. Proceeds from the craft show benefited the Willowbrook High School Parent Organization to help fund scholarships and other programs for students. At the same time, the annual Pumpkin Smash took place at the Villa Park VFW parking lot on St. Charles Road. The local Go Green organization organized this year's smash, and many kids of all ages participated in bringing their Halloween pumpkins to be placed in a dumpster and smashed, allowing the material to be separated from the rest of the landfill we give to LRS Recycling, our garbage collection system. By keeping the pumpkins out of landfills, it reduces the emissions of methane gas as the pumpkins decompose. Methane gas is actually more detrimental to the atmosphere than carbon dioxide, which has been associated with climate change.
There you go. Good job, man. Thank you.
Speaking of the atmosphere and what goes on in the air above us, an Elmhurst police officer was on patrol on the border between Villa Park and Elmhurst on Route 83, and he caught the view of a meteorite passing in the early morning sky from the Villa Park side of Route 83 into South Elmhurst, or that's the way it appeared. The officer caught the object on his squad car dash cam. Back here in Villa Park, there was another sighting. Larry Poggi from the Funky Java Coffee Shop was at Kenilworth Avenue and Summit, and he captured this photo of a white-tailed female deer running across the front yards. Shortly after, another deer, this time a male, with, as hunters describe, it had an 8 or 10 point rack, ran the same route. But in more serious police activity, the Villa Park Police Department announced that the arrest and court appearance of a man who led officers on a high-speed chase along St. Charles Road to Westmore Avenue, exceeding 100 miles an hour. When stopped with the aid of a spike strip, one of the occupants of the vehicle punched an officer in the face at least twice. The officer was assisted in apprehending the suspect and later was released from a local hospital with minor injuries. Azik Davila, 18 years old, of 300 block of North Ardmore, appeared in first appearance court on November 3rd, charged with 1 count of aggravated battery to a police officer, 1 count of aggravated fleeing and eluding, and a misdemeanor resisting a police officer. Now also, the Villa Park Fire Department recently was dispatched to 2 structure fires in Villa Park in less than 24 hours. On the evening of November 3rd, a structure fire on the 400 block of South Princeton was called in to decomp. Firefighters found smoke and flames coming from the second floor rear of the home. All of the residents evacuated safely and the fire was extinguished without injuries to firefighters. The following morning, an electric transformer on a utility pole malfunctioned and ignited a garage and fence line behind apartments in the 500 block of North Ardmore. Firefighters quickly contained the fire and made entry into the garage to verify the interior was safe. That's all this time. Thank you for watching the Villa Park News. See you again next time.